Welcome back. Ruby, yeah, I'm back on Andrew's kid mode in little theatre. So, yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Golden. Yeah, my Twitter's acting up. Basically, on my Murasaki account specifically, I am not getting notifications when I get any kind of notifications or DM. No idea why it's doing that, but just thought I'd send you a message. Think if it might be because I'm getting because of bad internet or what, but it's working on my other account, so I don't know. Hey, as long as I actually got to speak to you, so there's that. It's meant that RPing is next to impossible at the moment, but hey-ho. Oh yeah, let's check my equipment. I know the next big thing is the festival. Anyway, since it's pretty much Christmas Eve, nobody wants to really roleplay at the moment anyway, so it's all good. Owie's shopping. This nut smells really good. Okay, so here's the weird thing with the hunt. I really don't see the point in it for, Zidane. I mean, I know people whose entire thing is just lose and have Freya win, or have Vivi win. Actually, without getting into spoiler territory, the ending for 9 is actually pretty dank. How is Lavender doing? Knowing you're sitting at home alright waiting for Christmas. Belle's winning performance in the theatre district is to be extended. Is there anything you need? No. I'm sorry, Highness, we cannot accept Highness' request. Right now, there are many people coming from London for the festival. Therefore, things are chaotic in the town, making security rather difficult. Also, few people know of your presence. It's for your own safety. Okay, I understand. I can't stand something like this. I didn't come here to be protected. I just wanted to help Mother. To be fair, there's a festival going on. How do you know any of these things? What are you basing this assumption? Plus, just to put things out here, Mini Bronisha. Biku! Oh, sinner. Lower. Wow, this is just like what Bakugo and Deku fans are like. Pointless. Go to Limblum Castle? Yeah, this is going to be a short one, only because, well, I've got to wait for the little one to go to sleep, and then I'm going to get the presents out to put under the tree, so... And then I've got to make sure the cats don't eat them. Bastards. It's Antoine. What are you doing here? You, what have you done with the princess? Whoa, take it easy, I just got here. The princess is gone, she's to stay. Maybe she went for a little walk. How can you be so calm? Have you forgotten all the dangers you faced to get here? What if something terrible happens to her? What am I doing out here? Here, I must go out of my way. I'm pretty sure she's not going to go anywhere further than, you know, the castle. Ether. Ego. Oh, we'll run into Stiltskin when we go to Burmecia. It's lavender. Panderu, Panderu, if the one thing, if Fate Grand Order has given us anything, it's that. The only other reason anyone remembers who Neo Claudius is. No, in here. Alright, you bastard, show yourself. What are you doing? easy. I should be able to get him in the lift now. Wait, when did the Dane's nose change? The Song of Maiden Sarai. Fuck off, pigeons. I should note that, yes, it's almost Christmas, but I'm spending my Christmas literally sitting down here playing Final Fantasy IX while drinking Iron Brew. Nice song. How did you get up here? This is a restricted area. Come on, I do this for a living. Yeah, you remember Tantalus. It must have been easy for you. What a view. There's telescopes. Check it out. Come on. Oh god, Ace Attorney. My friend Ollie's only just started playing that. I really need to continue playing Ace Attorney. It's just... every Ace Attorney game. Oh, I believe you. I got into it because it was really cheap on the store, so I picked up the collection, but I was playing it basically... I know you probably haven't seen a lot of my earlier streams, but I used to do a lot of wrestling streams with a friend of mine called Ian. Then last year he just went AWOL. He said something about he'd lost his PS4 had broken and he couldn't do communication that way, and said that his YouTube everything else is kind of damaged, so he was waiting on a new phone. So we thought it'd be a couple of months. And almost an entire year has gone by, and the last time we spoke to him, we did manage to get through to him on Facebook, but he just said he's got a lot going on in his real life right now, and honestly, it doesn't seem right to just, expect him to come back and do streams with us. He's got his own life and everything, so I don't know when we'll see him again. If you do watch this, Ian, we really do miss you, and we really do hope you're doing okay. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. All of us in the group really do miss you, and we really do hope you're doing okay. Don't worry about it, it's not the first time I've left. Murasaki. Yes, I named these two Murasaki and Lavender for a reason. Because no matter how my Murasaki acts in roleplay, Lavender's always going to be his number one. Don't know that good idea. You might get addicted. Maybe we need some company. Oh, please, you didn't know that. feel sad or lonely. I guess it's a mist. Antoine, I never expected to find such a fine armor in a place like this. Yes, I'll buy that one too. Who knows when that brawn will start another war. What? The Queen will never start a war. Who dares be ill of the Queen? Who the hell are you? I'm an armor collector. Oh, in that case, can you recommend some good armor? I must go. Yo, Knights of Pluto, yeah! What are those things? They look so stupid. I'm gonna take 6 air shekels. Hey, cut that out, you broke my night. What? When? I'm gonna tell your mom. Oh, come back. Royal action figures. Those planets were like totally being controlled by someone. Frey! Saphira! The sky looks ominous. Something's about to happen. Sir Fratley, where are you? I need you. Saphira is very much like Amy Rose, to be honest. They've retconned her entire age just to make their story make sense. In her case, they had to change her age just so the whole relationship with Fratley wasn't creepy, but also to explain the whole how she's a Brumesian dragon knight. My mind doesn't mean the same. You know, I get Crisis Core tomorrow, so I might stream that at some point. But, Lavender, if you'd like to, I'd be more than happy to do some Ace Attorney at some point with you. What am I thinking? I never asked that. Well, it sounds like you asked the wrong girl. Oh, I can explain. Why bother? Go have a wonderful time. Oh, man. How about this? If I get first place in Dance Festival, you and me can go on a date. How does that have anything to do with me? Ooh. Come on, please. Fine. Alright, it's a date. Because I've got the collection and I've got the recent one as well. Hold on, I'll be right back. I've just got to check something. They need to... Yes, I agree. Considering that they've basically... This is a problem with older consoles in general, is that game preservation is something I really, really, truly believe in. And I think it fucking sucks that a lot of stuff is next to impossible to get hold of. But the Ace Attorney games especially... They're releasing them on the Switch and on the PS4 and PS4 and 5 and everything was the smartest thing they've done. All is ready. Alright, stand by. This year's specimen is perfect. Nothing can stop him. Hey, make him stop, it's too early. Ow, I have no control over him. Damn it. Open the gate at once, we're taking it all apart. Go, Zach. Where's Murasaki? She might actually enjoy it. Okay. I wonder if Murasaki's improved his skills. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Alright, let's begin. Okay, what do you wish for Hunter's reward? I'll go with Gil. I'll take an add-on. And you, Mr. Owie? But I never signed up. Oh, I thought you'd do well, so I signed you up. Don't worry, with your black magic, it'll be a piece of cake. I don't know. Oh. How about this if you win on feature on a date with Rhonda? He's 9! What was that? You mentioned the prince. I love how he just I love the jokes they have in the Final Fantasy in a nutshell, where he's just obsessed with blaming Zidane for everything. You kidnapped the princess. You blame me for everything. You started 9/11. Whatever. Let's go. Oh. But yes, they need to have all the Ace Attorneys. They might as well, if they've released the original collection, they might as well do that. And here's a better one for you. They might as well release the Miles Edgeworth ones as well, the Japanese exclusive ones. Localize them. Because here's the thing. I know localization is really, really difficult and takes a lot, but hear me out. They translated the entirety of the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, and each of those games' scripts is longer than all of the Lord of the Rings books. Like all 3 major books. The script is too damn. Seeing the what happened of Trails of the Sky, you know how big of a job it is, but I don't think it'd be a problem to translate some of the Japanese ones. The Ace Attorney games are popular enough. I mean, they're popular enough that in one of the DS games, they added some of the characters in as extra characters, even though they did make up that Morrigan from Darkstalkers gave them the power to make his objection thing an actual physical attack. I guess I'll just... Great Scott! Release for AAA in a second. Even so, they should release it. Like, I really don't see a reason to not. You just fucking knock a stone at me. Hey, Lanny, she'll become important later. Fun fact, Hades was actually going to be the last boss of this game, if you can believe such a thing, until Necron became a thing. Hey, Fangy! Hey, Fangy, 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 Fangy. Oh yeah, and well yeah, but again, I don't have a repo cart or anything, reproduction cartridge, but I wouldn't mind it. Then again, I'm all for reproduction cartridges of certain games that never got English localizations, like the original Clock Tower. Like, me and Ollie, I think, have had an argument over this, at one time because the numbering convention of the Clock Tower horror games is messed up due to the English. Because the second one, I think it was the second Clock Tower game was released over in America, but it's called Clock Tower 1, and Clock Tower 2 Ghost Head is technically the third one, even though it's nothing to do with the franchise, and Clock Tower 3 on the PS2. Oh god, Mother 3, yes, Mother 3. But they had Clock Tower 3, which is like famous for just how meme-worthy a lot of it is. If you've ever seen the scene with a corroder, that's like the one scene anyone remembers from Clock Tower 3, but it's technically Clock Tower 4. That's a franchise that'd make a good movie. I mean, you know, people love the horror characters now, so why not have, you know, Scissor Man? I'll go to the industrial district. Yeah, the Mother games, absolutely. Nintendo are kind of monsters when it comes to the re-releasing of certain games. I mean, the NES and SNES Mini were nice and all, and the Virtual Console thing, you're still basically renting the classic games, which, you know... going after a kiddie. This will not stand. Fang. I am here. Ollie! Welcome! So, yeah, I definitely go with... If they're going to already release... If they've already re-released the original trilogy for Ace Attorney, they might as well just release the Miles Edgeworth games as well, because from what I'm hearing, the Japanese exclusive ones... Happy Freezer Day. Ah, yes. From what I'm hearing, the Japanese exclusive one is actually pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good with its unique mechanics. Plus, I liked Miles Edgeworth in the Ace Attorney games, even though I don't like the voice I gave him when I did my playthrough. The Blue Borders, when they led us to believe they were releasing Mother 3, and they put Earthbound in the bands. Yeah, I'm just killing time for now before I have to get the presents down because I'm letting Nicole fall asleep. Plus, this is the more tedious bit of 9, to be perfectly honest, at least in the early game. Saphira leads with 91 points. I mean, hell, the whole Final Fantasy VII thing, like the whole compilation of Final Fantasy VII, at least 2 or 3 of the games have never been released outside of Japan, and were mobile games that added to were mentioned in the story anyway. You know, like before Crisis. Oh, sugar. Oh. About 2 episodes into Bleach. Technically, I skipped about 40 of the bound time. Yeah. Honestly, here's the thing with Bleach. I liked it when it first came out. I don't really care. I'm glad people are happy that the new one is out, that they're doing the 1,000 Year Blood War arc, but I just don't really... I think I've been away from it for too long. That, and I don't like the villain of the 1,000 Year Blood War arc, because his literal power is... I can just decide what I have the power. You know that whole scene with Cartman from South Park when they're playing ninjas, and he has that whole thing where he says, I have the power to have any power I want. That's basically what he does. That's basically the new villain of Bleach. He can decide whether or not something affects him. So, like, if they stab him or kill him or something, he just decides that that didn't affect him or that didn't hurt him. Yeah, I don't know, I thought the dubbing was kind of fine. To be fair, I'm glad they changed the translation for Nell when she's talking about the spit thing and she doesn't call it her throat penis. That was a weird translation. Yeah, I have the yeah, that's basically the main villain you watch, the new Quincy. He basically decides, like, not to spoil things for you, but there's a literal character who has this really overpowered Zanpakuto, and he uses it on him, and you think, oh boy, that's actually going to do some damage, and then it turns out, oh no, it didn't do anything because he suddenly decided its effect wouldn't affect him. Oh, Zangle. Yeah, originally when Nell pulls on her tonsil, in the manga, she, or at least in a few mangas or early translations, she refers to it as her throat penis or her throat vulva, which is why that guy literally goes, please don't speak like that. Okay, now whoever kills this thing now will basically win. She calls a vulva a throat penis. Depending, yeah, basically in one of the translations, I don't know whether it was a fan dub or whether it was the manga, I'd have to recheck, but in one of the subs, she just refers to her tonsil as a throat penis. So it might have been a mistranslation, or it might have just been what they thought was funny at the time, but that's what it was for a while until the English dub changed it. Fan subs for a while, though, were literally the only way to get it, and sadly, the ironic thing is they're still a lot more accurate than the actual dubs these days. I mean, hell, Crunchyroll was a fan sub site, which is why it's hilarious that they have that whole hatred of fan dubbers. That monster might have been the clincher. Yep, now just to kill 2 minutes. Well, it wasn't that it didn't affect him, but it did affect him, but it was someone disguised. No, I mean, no, not that bit. Not that bit, I mean the bit later, when he fights Squad Zero. One of them literally has a Zanpakuto that can just decide, can take away abilities. And this guy literally takes away the guy's name and his ability to speak. So he uses his Zanpakuto to take away Yuachi's ability to speak, and how Yuachi defeats it is to literally go, yeah, I just decided I could speak again. Because that's how his power works. In fact, the way they do defeat him in the manga is beyond stupid. But, you know, I'm not spoiling any more. Yeah, that's literally how he wins all of his fights from there on, is literally he just decides things don't work on him anymore, and they have to find this very arbitrary piece of bullshit in order to actually beat him. The only thing I liked about the 1000 Year Blood War arc at all was that we finally got an explanation to Kenpachi. Hey, you get back here. Wait, really? What in the game? How long have you been streaming? I've been on for about 39 minutes. So, yeah, on a more positive note, Ash is finally no longer going to be the main character of Pokemon. That took a few years. Yeah, you mean, when did you start the playthrough? Oh god, I started it about a week ago, I think. I'll have to check my YouTube thing when I started it, but I was doing like a 2-hour stream here and there, or maybe a 3-hour stream Like, the first one literally ended in the forest. The first stream ended in the evil forest when they first crashed there. Before I fought the plant villain, the plant monster, and then the second one ended in Limblum. Murasaki with 203 points. That's marvellous. 203 points. We grant you the Master Hunter. Pokemon I checked has over... Yes, I know. Well, to be fair, there's not really much more they can do with him. I mean, they literally send him to a new region without any of his previous Pokemon anyway, so he can start from the beginning, of which Pikachu is still somehow weaker than all the other Pokemon in that universe, even though they've canonically explained that levels exist, meaning Pikachu would be in his level 100s. Ash has progressed to such a degree that he has actually finally won a tournament, so he is technically a champion now. And less said about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's understanding of champions, the better, because they don't seem to understand that when you beat someone, they are no longer the champion. I know, Ollie, it's been a while since you have played a Pokemon game seriously, and I know Sword and Shield. There's a maximum of 300. Yeah, I know. Look, I know I treat cartoons and anime in general like, the concept of time just does not matter to these people. I mean, at least in Overlord, time is passing and, it's very vague as to how much time has passed, but enough has passed for things to make sense. We got the 4th Division with these allies over Alexandria. Brumisia is our ally, we must help them. People crown them might be mages. Could it be Mother? I must go. I cannot sit and wait for reinforcements. I'm coming with you. No, this doesn't concern you. What's this? I'm a stranger all of a sudden. I'm not going to sit back and watch your home get destroyed. Thank you, Murasaki. Can I come too? I want to find out who they really are. Sure. Alright then, let's go to Brumisia. Princess, this is a foreign matter. It has nothing to do with us. Antoine Rhymes. I mean, the champion was always a title. It was, however, the games always treated it like, the first game at least treated it like when you beat Blue, he was no longer the champion. When you beat the champions it's assumed that storyline-wise you've beaten them and you've taken the title, because that's how a championship works. In in Scarlet and Violet, the champion has, as far as I've seen, the champion has never actually beaten anybody. At least as far as we know, they've never beaten anyone. In fact, it's heavily implied that they just gave themselves the title of champion because they were a champion before the Elite Four was even formed. Plus the fact that the game makes it so that everyone else is actually much tougher than she is. I mean, hell, she even says that Namor, the rival you have, has already been champion before you even start. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ollie. But the thing is that your rival is already considered a champion because she's already beaten the champion when you start the game. But she's starting her journey again for whatever. She's basically Goku, in that she just loves to fight and doesn't seem to have any common sense. But she is at least a threat. Then when you actually beat the champion, she even says that Namor held back and actually beat her pretty damn easy originally, so technically she's not the champion. Technically Namor is the champion. But technically your rival is the champion because she actually beat the champion. You don't get to lose and go, well, I'm still champion because I said so. That's not how championships work. Imagine if you beat Roman Reigns for the championship. You got the physical belt, and then he says, well, I'm still champion. No, you're not. You lost. And the fact that, Greta's not even that good, even that tough, her team is terrible and very easy to beat. It's a miracle she was ever champion to begin with. Right. serious time, but without any more ranting. We're going to get Quina next. What shall we call Quina? The choice is yours. Okay. Accident. I'm kidding. We're not calling it accident. Or the terrible thing. What if Alexander was behind the attack? Many innocent people died as the princess. Well, look at that, a royal that actually wants to help people. Let's go before everyone wakes up. Vivi's sleeping pose I can completely sympathise with. Lavender, where are you going? Ugh. Hoisted by my own petard. I'd seen sleeping medicine. There was sleeping we'd been had. I gave her some because she said she'd been having problems sleeping. I'm impressed. There's more to her than meets the eye. What? That she tricked an idiot? We can still catch up with that. That depends. How long were we asleep? Right then, off to Hughes Marsh. If I remember correctly, Lavender's played this but has never really beaten the card game, the mandatory card game on what would be Disc 3. I don't know, for some reason I've always liked Brumisha. Ants! I seem to remember us getting that joke when we were reading an old webcomic, and I think someone was talking about a local American politician, and for some reason kept imagining them going on about ants. What's your solution to this problem? Oh, that's simple. Ants! I've been playing a bit of the Neptunia game on here, and every time Neptunia levels up, she has a habit of occasionally going fa la 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 la. I got a frog. You got frog. Frog good. Oh. Mistake. Okay. Age between 70 and 90. Disappointment. Okay, seriously. Okay, seriously. Come on. Name for Quenna. Come on. Gordon. No, we're not going to call him Gordon. I am that man. That man. I am called that man over here. This man over here. I am called that man over there. You pathetic that man. You can't even feed yourself. Can't master art of eating just tasting frogs. The ending in this game is only affected as to whether or not you have Senna's hammer in your inventory when you finish the game. That man looks exactly like my grandpa. Grandpa, what, that quail guy? Yeah, maybe he knows my grandpa. I'm gonna go talk to him. Do you know a man named Quan? I not know that bigot. Wait. Oh, I see. Quan was a racist on Twitter. Wait. Was Quan Alex Jones? Was he the one that went on the news and screamed about how he didn't like people putting chemicals in the water that made the frogs gay? Is that what Quayle's talking about? Really don't know him. I was about to make that joke. I know. Quan spent all that time, fixing up his moving career, stopped being racist and homophobic, and now even his students don't really want to have anything to do with him. They cancelled Quan. Do it later. We're on a time limit today. I'm not spending my Christmas watching you eat frogs. Did he adopt a black kid just to prove he was? Well, to be fair, he adopted him too so he could eat him, but, you know... Potato, I guess. Ow! Okay, never mind. I better cure these guys. Oh. You know, I was thinking of what to call Amaranth, and to be honest, I was leaning towards... I'll be perfectly honest, I haven't really got the foggiest idea. I was going to call him Ollie. I mean, the only way I can make a joke out of him, I honestly can't... I don't know what kind of joke name to give him. Yeah, let's call him Crisps. Let's call him the Flaming Crisps. Because quite frankly, the only other joke I could make that involved flaming would be homophobic, and we're not going with that. Let's see if Quenna can eat him yet. Oh, learn Vanish. I was going to call him the Flaming Ollie. Or we could call him Mo. Channel your inner caddy, you will know what to do. Ollie, have you been watching Kid Icarus videos? Because that does sound like a reoccurring joke whenever he has to name something and he calls it something silly, which is silly. Funny when you realise he doesn't actually play any of the Final Fantasy games. He hasn't, despite being the PS1 guy. You should watch some of his older stuff. I think I did show you the Caddy's retrospective ones once, where he did the Tekken one and he explained the Tekken story in the whole... And then one day, Heihachi went up to Kazuya and went, "My son, I despise you because you are a ponce, and I cannot have a ponce running my company when I eventually die from death." And then, like, picks him... Oh yes, the Hercules one with the Milk. Milk! Huh. It's very flimsy. That's a very flimsy, you know, design choice. Kill. Kill. Riveting conversation. It's no how much bread have you consumed in your life. It's no thou art slain. I guess it's not important. Let's kill him. Yes, kill him, shall we? Alright, you Yoda drag queens. Hello there, Mr. Pointy Hat. I follow him on Twitch and have caught him streaming on occasion, but I don't use him. I'll be honest, I discovered him completely by accident. I think I was watching a few with Liz. I watched his Resident Evil one because he occasionally does he does Bandicoot month, where he mispronounces. He intentionally mispronounces Crash Bandicoot because his stepdaughter has this habit of just calling it something silly like Cash Banuka. Cash Banuka Gringotts Steakhouse. Ah, savage monsters they are! Run away! That's not nice. I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I'm gonna do the recreation of me kicking your ass. Type A. Ow. Well, that wasn't very nice. Strike. Eat them. You can't, yeah, that's the point. You can't really eat these ones. I mean, there's also the fact that if you've watched any of Caddy's earlier stuff, he also is owed 2 dinners by Laurel Lanning. I can't remember the exact name he used for him either. He seems like a good... Oh yeah, Caddy's one of the few people on Twitter, on YouTube, I actually don't really think this man cannot have a dark past or anything. I mean, I'm sure he is, because that's the problem with liking people on YouTube, is that near enough everyone's got a dark secret at some point. But Kadikarus just seems like he just seems too goofy. He just seems like too much of a goofball to have anything going on. Ow. Buzz. Okay, now he's angry. Okay, now Zidane, calm down. Though Caddy seems to have moved on now from doing PS1 games and just gone straight on to... Can you hear me? Darling, please say something. He's gone straight on to doing, like, a whole collection of things, like he did the entire load of Lego games, he did the Pixar games a while back. My husband's inside the spell. He's trapped, Kupo. You poor thing. We just held our wedding here. Then some scary clowns attacked us. I was so scared, Kupo. This house huge. Oh, pizza. Sniff, 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 sniff. Hello? Yeah, I know you. You have a Kupo nut. Yeah, I got one in Lindbloom. Really? Really, really? Can I have it? Yes. You can have your Kupo nut. Oh, I love Kupo nuts. Thank you, darling. The crazy couple. Yeah, that's marriage. Right, now here, I'm going to be invoking my one cheat per stream rule. I like you. Right, I'm going to be doing an optional thing here, just to get a few more, because I'm a bit underleveled. Right. Hold on, let's see. Oh. It's dangerous outside, Kupo. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm doing this because I'm underleveled, and this is a very good way to level up fast, because Grand Dragons are like in their level 60s. Yeah, speed this up a little. Break the game, break the game, break the brain, break the game. Yes, Ollie, break the game. I basically subscribe to a one cheat per game, one cheat per stream. But to be fair, Zidane needed the levels as This is just to gain some extra levels, so yeah. Oh, and look at that, it conveniently gave me a Phoenix down. Well, I just know about the Grand Dragon grinding and, how that's a big thing, so I thought, hey, this should, make things a little easier. Well, I'm already stronger than I should be at this point. I mean, you can't because, reasons. I just need to remember where the entrance to the grotto is. Oh yeah, it's in this forest. Not with that attitude. At least I'll have some gil. Wait. Kupo. Take this. Well, I'm already broken. Are you alright? Saphira, please be careful. Massive injury. Gizmo has gone mad and is being controlled by some strange clowns. The Fiend? Now I suddenly want to see Thorn and Zorn deal with Bray Wyatt.
I'm here to make sure your movie doesn't suck, because now it's my movie!
Excuse me, sir. Thank you. See, normally that move would be damaging to me, but I'm actually okay. Oh, he gonna die. I'll say. Silent voice.
You think shutting me up is going to stop me?
Spear. Spear, spear, spear. Spear, spear, spear.
You can't stop me with your shape of water shenanigans. Ah, you missed me!
If legends be true, Odin visits tonight. Oh, indeed he does. I'll get them. You're going to try and challenge Lord Odin. You've been over there. Bring it on, old fuck. You've just never forgiven him for the whole Ragnarok, the whole God of War Ragnarok thing, have you? Oh, never mind, he's dead. La la, no remorse. Do 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 do. La la la, you're dead. La 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 la, we killed you. Na na na. No remorse. Da 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 da. I brought some of the longest time in work here. I like Santa and Odin. Na na na, you're dead. Na 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 na, we killed you. Na na na. No remorse. Da 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 da. Middle-aged man. The girl's person looks down. Beautiful princess to heaven. Good. Yeah, Queen Braun looks hard to believe she'd have such a beautiful nose. Least favourite food. Lindblom delicacy, occasionally pickles. I can't believe how many of them brought them. They are my favourite. I cannot start my date without them. Sure. Loads of people like more say that. You can go now. Security is terrible. I said good day, sir. Well, it was pre-9/11. Barely. technically you wouldn't, maybe airship crashing into the gate be kind of this universe, isn't that? I mean, it depends how many people died. As far as we know, nobody actually died, and you know, they actually rebuilt it. You know, Southgate was rebuilt. As far as we know, nobody was hurt. More people were hurt probably during the beginning bit when Braun tries to shoot down the... Not miss, no one uses it, there's no need to fix it. It's worded, that's what I mean. Don't kill. I'm just tolerating for the sake of the princess. There's only one man working under me. So next one. I'll be joining you when it is done. But I don't know. There's something I must tell you. The gate's bones were left broken. Did he think he could get away with it? I'll show him. The coast is clear. Hold on. Rules and regulations, will you please come over here? Stop right there. Don't make a move until I tell you. Whew. You need a gate pass to reach the summit. I'm leaving it right here. Pick it up after I leave. I'd come closer, but you're carrying those stinky pickles. This has been my favourite in a long time, but lately Nine itself is just a love letter to the series in general. I'm happy that the Pixel remaster... I will just say this. I am a bit pissed. Yeah, that. Well, there's that, and the fact that Nomura seems to think that the throwaway name for a song in Final Fantasy VII should be the entire character for Sephiroth, because he's an idiot. I'm glad that Square Enix are releasing the Pixel remasters on console. However, I will still say I think it's ridiculous that they're charging stupid amounts for the physical copy, especially considering that they're incomplete. I know they've got improved music and slice of life things, but they've removed entire, they've removed entire bits of the game. We're almost there, Antoine. You never needed him to begin with, Princess. Right, I'm low on supplies. Don't buy all your supplies in one place, do it. Deal. Ollie, I'm not travelling all the way around just for one thing. Just to... Look, I can conveniently get everything here. I'll just say I got a lot of money from a dead relative. That happened to be a bunch of dragons. Wait for me! Yeah, that makes no sense to people without context. I mean, we in the audience understand this, Steiner. Whew, I feel more relaxed now. That's understandable. I journey from Limbo. Wait, magically help me right at the back. The idea of usual pickles. Your intelligence. Antoine Newton's. My apologies, I'm not used to it. That peasant had no manners whatsoever, although he had some wit for a bumpkin. The way he spoke to you was simply unacceptable. I say good riddance. Steiner. Can you stand? Don't worry about me. Protect Broom. I will protect the broom. I will protect Brom. Let's go. She turned herself into a pickle. Oh, wait, that's Clara. We don't go there yet. Not till this 2. Fandoms taint everything, Golly. You know this. As soon as something becomes mainstream enough people get into it, and then unfortunately it also means that the bad people, I mean, I'm not going to continue to make the My Hero Academia jokes, because that is just toxic at this point. Like, that's beyond toxic. I mean, when you've got fans who are so adamant for a fucking ship, which shouldn't matter. Like, they don't care about the characters or the story or anything, they just want these ships for some reason. To the point where they'll spend $1,500 actual dollars to try and rig a Twitter poll. I mean, what the fuck? And the Pickle Rick thing, that got, that went out of control. Rick and Morty fans especially don't understand that shows. Yeah, well, the guy who went into McDonald's was just lit and did the whole, kept doing the Rick and Morty thing. The Szechuan sauce fiasco was done by a guy who didn't even watch the show. He was just, or at least wasn't really that much of a fan. He was just trying to be the next Filthy Frank. But much like everybody who tried to copy Frank after, after Frank was gone, they didn't actually understand the whole point of what Frank was meant to be. Basilisks! There you go. President's stones. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Yeah, much like everybody, they seem to completely misunderstand what Filthy Frank was even meant to be, so... Rick wasn't saying the story's important, saying nothing is important while top of the entire Well, yeah, I know that's the point. Look, to be fair, the Pickle Rick episode was kind of weird to begin with. Like, I know the whole joke with a lot of people is that we're not supposed to take Rick. You know, Rick isn't someone to be looked up to. That seems to be the entire point of the character, is that we're not meant to look up to him as smart as he's meant to be, as smart as he actually is. Oh shit. We're not meant to actually admire him for anything that he does. But yeah, the Rick and Morty thing, I enjoy the show, but I'm not, like, it was worse when you had people who were missing the point by looking up to him starter pack. Yes, that's it. It's the people who were like, oh, you have to have this high intellect to understand the show. No, you don't have to have a high intellect to understand the show. I will admit that season 5 was actually had a load of cringe moments in it. Well, yeah, Rick is miserable, and yeah, even with the context of season 6 actually explaining everything, which is, they even treated Rick's backstory. His backstory, he even treated as if it wasn't important. His whole, okay, you want to hear my ridiculously sad story? I'd say that post-apocalyptic Jerry is sadly the most relatable character from season 6 onward, from the recent thing of season 6. Like, he's the most relatable. Because they do, well, spoiler warning here, they do go back to, like, they do this whole thing where they send everybody back to their original universes. Like, they try and eliminate the whole Rick can't just portal his way out of a situation anymore, and it ends up sending Morty back to his original Cronenberg universe. And, well, let's just say the only person left alive is his dad, and he doesn't really want anything to do with Morty anymore. But his reasoning for it is, like, ridiculously relatable. Oh, it's a mimic. Well, I saw a few clips, like, they found, like, Rick's actual mission, as mentioned early on, was that Rick fucked him over and ruined his life, so he's been hunting that one particular Rick. Okay, he can't eat that. Escape. Fuck, I stole my potion. Oh yes, President Keith David. I like how his entire cabinet just can't stand the fact that he just does this Doctor Who bullshit with his fucking, with his boyfriend, as they call it. Ooh. So I remember they did that whole when going back, like when Morty took Summer back to his original universe, just to kind of show how little Rick actually gives a shit about the repercussions of the things that he does. And when they went back, they were basically all just like feral. Oh yeah, I've got to talk to him first. I'm doing a little jig. I mean, yeah, Rick and Morty is a good show. It has that whole problem of its fans not understanding the entire point. I mean, My Hero Academia fans just don't seem to understand that Bakugo is a terrible human being, but, well, you're not going to convince them of that. I'm not sure how the Bleach fandom is these days. Yes, I'm getting flashbacks to, I mean, in some cases they should. Like, when it comes to, hey, release this and we'll buy it. Maybe, like, in some cases, but not in the vast majority. I mean, look at the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom, for example. I'm not talking about the crazy shit they do on Facebook and Twitter and in social media in general, where they act like actual animals, or, like, really do fucked up shit, or all of the art that they made. I mean, the whole Sega's major problem for a long time with Sonic was that you've got fans of multiple different generations who want different things, and they basically enacted the try to please everybody and end up pleasing nobody. They didn't know which fans to listen to, and ultimately that created the problem. I'll be right back. I'm just going to bring something down. No problem, sweetheart. Hey, Vetra. No. What? Oh, God damn it. Oh God. Right. I'll just grab something to clean that up. Give me a sec. Expecting. Cats. That's all right. Back. Sorry, cats were sick. King, I don't know. I didn't see him in the palace. I've got my own family to worry about. Saphira, forget about the king and get out of here. I feel bad for Freya and Steiner. I mean, when you get to a certain point in the story, they kind of don't really have anything to do. Come on, we have to go. I can't move anymore. Please go. somehow. I literally just pulled you out from under a statue, you ungrateful dick. Say, all, you know what show was good? The Venture Brothers. Gotta catch up with the Venture Brothers. There's a lot to catch up on, a lot happened, and while it ended on a kind of a sour note, they are doing a movie to like kind of wrap everything up. There's some black mages. Come on, you know what I mean, you. I know. But never mind. Now we... Key, on to fight Beatrix. Weird. Talk to her. I don't know what to tell you. We can only hope Kennedy has escaped. Leave her alone. Kick her ass. Ollie, you know that. You know how this is gonna go. Oh, that sounds so easy. You know, I was talking with a friend once about Beatrix in the game, and you know how you only get a little bit of time to play as her. I think it would have actually been much cooler if during the for a bit with Steiner, that Steiner gets injured and Beatrix takes his place. So, like, because she has basically some of his own moves only, like the Paladin thing, which is technically an upgrade to the Knight class, which is what he is, and that would give her a chance to actually bond with the party, and, you know, maybe even learn the stuff maybe even lose some of her abilities to learn some of the abilities Steiner had. So they say that swordsmanship is the best thing. Yes, please understand, Saphira. Maybe she was at peace while the nation sold in power. I don't know if my spear alone is in there. She ran this out into the world. Going to be fine. Trust your strength and have faith in your destiny. Journey in the life will return to Moesha. You never can. So you want to find his corpse? Are you alright? Pulled together. Well, I just think the problem really with some of the characters is they have a certain arc in the story and then there's nothing for them. Like Freya's entire arc and her relevancy to the story ends with Clara. Like, ends with that little bit on Disc 2 when she teams up with Beatrix and Steiner to take on the Bandersnatchers and fight Braun. But that's it, that's her done. Vivi's is ongoing because his whole thing is with the Black Mages who keep a relevancy to the story. Zidane and Dagger naturally, along with Aiko. But Quenna's optional, but that's the whole thing. Amaranth doesn't really join until like the end of Disc 2 and has quite a bit of relevancy in Disc 3. But Freya and Steiner are like the two characters who don't really have anything to do after Disc 2. After Disc 2's done, they're kind of done. Of course, I shall present you a marvellous display of my power. I'm certain that you will be most pleased. Beats me, never seen him before. Well, sounds like they're going to Clara. I was wondering why I thought it was City of Illusion. I don't know either. Clara has remained in isolation for 100 years. If my people escape there, they'll be safe for a while. What's this place like? The people of Clara are originally from Barisha. Long ago, they severed ties with Barisha over a trivial concept. I mean, also, Beatrix does have a backstory. It's just the game never explains it. Like, her backstory is literally she joined the Guard. However, she fought Steiner, who was much older than her and more experienced, and he beat her quite handily, so she trained heavily solely to be able to be his equal. I was one of them. Yeah, that's because that's what he originally was meant to be. He was meant to be female, but then they made him male. He was also meant to be a Trino noble, but that changed as well. There's 4. Learn to count. Oh wait, she's only got one eye. Also, she's got to be good if she fights in that kind of garment. I'm a steal. Ha ha. Yeah, this is one of those battle Nicker stop. I'm trying. Piss week. Couldn't steal anything. Shock. Normally, if I hadn't leveled up, Shock would actually be a one-hit KO because of the damage it'd do, but due to leveling up as much as I have, it's kind of put down the damage. Raise Wind. Couldn't steal anything. Okay, not as Piss Weak. We're jamming a fork in her just like this is a New Jack match. Okay, didn't nick everything, but hey ho. You're no match for me. Quina, New Jack, or the copyright version, or the non-copyrightable version, Old Spice. How ridiculously weak, isn't it? Yes, your majesty. Now then, what do we have here? Another filthy rat, and the boy could be a problem. Yeah, no, we are right here. Remember when this is the cutting edge of graphics? Not really. Oddly enough, I remember feeling that 8 looked better. Do you know what game has aged poorly? The first Tekken game. Seriously, you cannot go back and play the original after playing any of the others. Even Tekken 2 still holds up. Tekken 1 just doesn't. hate this thing, making everything jump. Makes me think there's something wrong with my television. If Final Fantasy IX has a theme, it's identity in general. Apparently every game has ever been, doesn't it? Home? But I don't understand castle. Princess, I don't only mean the castle to you. But... Hey, you're making fun of me for being naive. No, I'm not. Let's go. Hey look, Lind. Hey look, they've misspelled. And if you look in the left-hand corner, you'll see that they've misspelled Lindblum. They put the U before the L. Bullum. And so they did. Never noticed that. Yeah, there was this iceberg I saw. I never watch iceberg videos most of the time, but the Final Fantasy IX one was actually quite interesting, and that was one of the things brought up. Well, I'm going to call it here, so thank you for joining me, both you and Lavender. I appreciate you both being here. I'm sorry it took so long to get back to this. It's just today has been a lot of singing and talking so I can't really stream properly. I hope you both have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Bye.